Good morning, everyone. Today, I will be presenting a case study on Target's failure expansion in Canada. This presentation will walk through why one of the most successful US retailer stumbled when entered Canada, the challenges it faced, and the key lessons business can learn from this global marketing failure. Target entered Canada in 2011 by purchasing 133 Zellers lease for $1.8 billion. At this time, Target was extremely successful in US with over 1900 stores and a very strong brand image. Canadian consumers were excited and had high expectation, but just 2 years later, by 2013, problem became visible, and in 2015, Target exited Canada after losing over $7 billion. So, the Canadian retail market was already very competitive. Walmart led with over 32% share, followed by Costco and Loblaws. Consumer here are very price sensitive and value driven with strong loyalty to local banners. There was also an expectation gap. Many Canadians were used to cross border shopping at US targets, so they directly compared Canadian store to American experience, which unfortunately Target Canada could not deliver. Next is key challenges. Now let's look at the major challenges that lead to Target's exit. First, supply chain issue meant slaves were often empty, frustrating customers. Second is price were higher compared to US, leading to a perception of poor value. Third is many of the old Zellers location were in weak retail space with low traffic. And finally, Target failed to localize its product assortment. They didn't adapt to Canadian consumer need and taste. Next is global marketing and Porter's five force analysis. When analyzing Porter's five force, the picture became clearer. Competition was extremely high, and Walmart, Costco, and Loblaws dominating. Canadian consumer had a strong buyer power, very price conscious, and expecting value. Suppliers had moderate power, but logistically and packaging challenges reduce flexibility. Threat of substitute was moderate with a consumer and local retailers. And while new entries were unlikely due to higher barriers, Target's biggest weakness was their lack of adoption. They simply tried to copy paste the US model into Canada. So next is competitors. That is Walmart Canada. One of the Target's biggest competitor was Walmart. A comparison of grocery basket showed Walmart at $100 while Target was $115. This clearly show why consumers saw Walmart as the better choice. Walmart also had a much stronger supply chain, consistent everyday, low pricing, and the advantage of local adoption. Last, um, what key lessons we learned. So, what lessons can we learn is first, Target should have piloted 10 to 20 stores before expanding nationality. Second, they needed to build a much more reliable supply chain to avoid stockouts. And third is they should have adopted pricing and product mix specifically for Canadian shoppers rather than relying on the US model. So last but not the least is recommendation and conclusion. From this case, we see clear recommendation for companies entering new market. Go slow and test before scaling. make sure supply chains are ready, localize product mix, pricing, and promotions. And finally, remember that a strong brand in one country does not guarantee global success. Without adoption, even the biggest brand can fail. So this case shows as us the global expansion is not just about bringing a strong brand to a new country, it's about deeply understanding and adapting to that market. Thank you.